What's up, guys? What's going on? So, I heard that Amazon had a huge stock split today. So, let's check that out and see how we can make money from that. Let's see. Oh, wow. Huge pop to 3,100. Came back down to 29.69. It's pretty crazy. How's everybody's day going? Almost true. It's the bear market over. Jesus, man, the Discord bots are relentless. Alright, let's see. Hey, what's up, Sean? How's it going? Amazon stock splits with record date of May 27th. So that's about, so right now is March 9th. The split is going to be May 27th. That's going to be the last Friday of May. Very interesting, very interesting. So about 2 months away, and we'll begin split adjusted after June 6th. The other very interesting thing that they said is that, goddamn Seeking Alpha, I hate you. I hate you. Oh my god. Why are there so many Seeking Alpha links? I hate that. I swear, Seeking Alpha, I hate that company. God dang. Good news, I have PTSD from the Google splits. Though. Bro, why? Why? What's up, Nesty Nate? What's going on? Well, I mean, you remember the news, right? When we heard about the Google split, I don't know if you were with us that day when we first looked at it. I remember looking at the Google split, and then at the end of the stream, as I was reading it and I realized the Google split wasn't for like 4 or 5 months, I was like, oh, it was like, it went from excitement to the biggest disappointment ever. Because most stock splits are usually pretty quickly, but that one, it's like, it was like so far away, it was just dumb, man. But this Amazon split though, I think this is gonna be really, really interesting, and this has really, really good potential. But at the same time, Amazon's one of those stocks that it is extremely, extremely hard to play in terms of options, in terms of shares. It just costs so much money because the stock is just so expensive, right? And so if they do a 20-to-1 split, it's going to be extremely juicy. Just think about it. Like, let's say it goes to like $4,000, as we have been waiting for, right? Divided by 20, right? That means we'll be able to get shares for freaking $200, right? Instead of paying $4,000 a piece. That is going to be extremely, extremely sexy. But I think what really, really makes this split really sexy is the fact that, so this is on March 9th, the board of directors also authorized the company to repurchase up to $10 billion of the company's stock, right? So the company is at 1.38 trillion. 10 billion of 1.3 trillion. Is it a lot? Hard to really say. But what this does allow is that it is gonna allow the company to buy back the stock if the stock drops a lot, which means there is going to be a floor for the Amazon stock, whereas if there was no repurchase program, then there's no floor. That means like if things are really, really ugly, nobody's gonna come in and buy it. At least when this comes out, Amazon could be like, yo, worst case, if the stock drops, we got this, we're gonna buy up ourselves. Amazon wait for split to buy. So that's why I want to do this session. I want to go over a few ways on how we could potentially play this and make money from this. And one of the ways is not buying Amazon, but buying Home Depot. Does that make sense? Does that even make sense? Why is 007 saying buy Home Depot instead of Amazon? Has this dude gone on crack? I don't know. I'll explain that in a 7 though. I'll explain that in a little bit. But as far as the split though, for some of you that aren't sure why a stock split is extremely bullish, or why it's sexy to see a stock split, or why I'm always extremely bullish about it and always like chanting stock split, stock split, stock split. The reason behind it is that not because it's fundamentally good in any way, because honestly at the end of the day, like nothing changes, right? So when Amazon does a stock split, there's nothing that changes it fundamentally, to a certain extent. It's not gonna dilute the shares, or it's not gonna limit any shares. So nothing on that sense change. However, as I always mentioned before, that the stock market is a supply and demand market. So supply and demand, meaning the stock is a supply, and we, the consumers, are the demand, right? The buyers and stuff. So there's a sell side and there's a buy side, and when they do a stock split, what that does is that it makes it more attractive for people to invest in the company. Now, there could always be this argument that, oh, fractional and things like that. Um, and mathematically, yeah, you can buy fractional shares. Yeah, fractional share sounds like reasonable and all of that stuff. But think of it this way, right? 20-1. That's like that's like that's like if you had, one wife, and now you can suddenly have 20 wives, bro. What would you want? Would you want, like one wife or 20 wives? Now somebody else can sit here and argue, oh, what if you could have point two of a wife? Like, what the hell is point two of a wife? What's point two of a girlfriend? I don't know, man. Point two of an arm. I don't know. I don't know what point two is. Point two arm. I don't know what that means. But when you say 20-1, like one wife, but you can get 20 wives, like, yo, that's a big difference, man. It's like when you're growing vegetable and your vegetable just multiplies. Everything just sounds good, dude. Like if you have a tree, you have an apple tree, and bam, now your apple tree is making apples for you. One apple became 20 apples. Hell yeah. That sounds good. But when you talk about fractional apples, I don't know what that means, man. If that means I can only eat a little bit of apple, nobody want to own a little bit of apple. Rather buy like a whole plant. So things just sound better as a whole, in that sense. But the other thing is, people that do like data gang, the people that are selling options, people that just want to own 100 shares or something and wheel the stock, are guys like Hawaiian Beefy or Mr. 2%, or even Daniel, or Spendo. Whoever our data gang players are, they could potentially benefit from this if they have enough money to buy like $200 stock, 100 shares of it. They could potentially wheel the stock and collect unlimited premium. So that's also another huge benefit of why buyers, and people would enjoy, seeing a huge stock like this split. The other thing could also be that not just the other two factors of how the split could look attractive. It could also lower the price point to a certain extent, that it could potentially go into the Dow Industrials, the Dow Jones Index. Think about that. You know how we always talk about it's like there's a few times, I'm not sure if you guys notice or if you guys been around long enough to notice that when a stock gets added to the S&P 500 index, that means the managers have to buy up, and that naturally drives the stock price up, right? So if Amazon splits and it becomes like $200-300, they could potentially add that into the Dow Jones index, and that could increase exposure to Amazon stock. That would mean more people buying the stock, and that could also potentially drive the stock up as well. So I think that's another interesting factor. There's probably even more interesting factors than that, but those are a few that I can think of. The other thing is we can also look back in history of how stock splits then have performed. So let's take a look at some of the famous ones. Let me pull up the algo. Give me a second. All right. So I think one of the ones that people remember a lot was Tesla, right? So remember when Tesla had the stock split in 2020, August 2020, literally carried the market, yo. So they announced the split during earnings right here. So they announced the split on earnings on July 20th or July 19th, I feel like somewhere around that time, man. It was pretty close to my birthday. So they announced the split, and then the company didn't move nowhere for a while. So it just sat there and wait for buying opportunity. And then by August 12th, it was like time to go. So it started mooning. It went from, all the way from 276 to as high as $500. So that's almost like 100% run over there, right? And then naturally it came back down after the stock has split over here. This is a very common theme. Usually after the stock splits, people get extra shares and they'll sell some off, because now they suddenly have so much shares. So that happens sometimes. So the best time to buy is sometime between the announcement and before it splits. And then the other best time to buy is after it splits and it has a huge pullback. So those are some good times. Tesla is an example. Another example is Apple. So Apple announced the stock split on July 30th, 2020, and the stock had a huge move. People were extremely bullish. People love Apple. It was a good stock, and I would anticipate the same, man. People love Amazon as well. So I don't see why people wouldn't buy up. So when Apple announced the split, it was trading around $94, and then it ran as high as 138. So about 40, 45, $46 run, give or take, in that range. And then after a split, it pulled back a little bit, and it's traded sideways for quite a while, but overall it's still up from the lows of that time. So another point here is that buy between when the announcement and before, and sell before it completes the split. So that's the ideal scenario. Or you can sell premium. If you buy enough shares, you can sell premium against it as well. So those are two popular ones. TTD was another one that split over here, announcement over here, and then ran after the split a little bit. So those are some great examples. Let's go back to Amazon. Let's take a look at the Amazon chart. Oh, look at this baby. Oh, baby. Actually, Amazon almost looks bearish. No, it is bearish. It was bearish. I actually shorted Amazon. My puts are donezo, man. I was actually up pretty good on my put positions. I have some $2,000 Amazon puts because I was like, man, breaking this support right here, it's like no man's land between here to like 2,400, and then after 2,400 it's like 2,100, right? So I was really looking for things to die. I thought market was going to completely collapse, but it looks like things are coming back around. I think this Amazon split could actually carry the whole market. However, it's a little bit tricky because the market's at such a breaking point too. It's like a flashpoint in the market, right? We have the Russian-Ukraine situation. We have the interest rate decision looming. There's just so much different factors. We have a lot of commodities all over the place. Um, and things are just all over. Like there's just so much like mixed signals, mixed situations that people just aren't sure how it's gonna play out. Am I missing anything else? What are you guys thinking? What other factors of black swan events that you guys think are out there? However, though, the chart doesn't look that bad. I mean, to a certain extent, let's look at the Amazon chart. We could have this so we have this trend line resistance here, right? Um, Amazon's been struggling to break through this trend here. I don't even know why this line's there. Let's get rid of that line. Let me turn on extended hours, see where it's at. Yeah, so we got the trend line resistance here. Let's get rid of this line. That line is useless. We have potentially a double bottom setup in a way, right? Double bottom setup in a way. I think the first target, it's gonna be this area right here around 3100. If we can break over 3100, next level is gonna be 3300. That's been a pretty solid level. And then what's after 3300 for Amazon? So we're gonna have 3100. That's gonna be resistance. 3300 is another resistance, right? If we're playing Amazon, those are some levels. And then after that, you got the 3500s, and then you got the 3700. So those are all gonna be huge resistance for the stock split for Amazon range. So this is the chart. Check out these resistance points. Hope that helps if you guys are planning to play Amazon directly. But remember before, Home Depot is the play. And I'm going to explain that in a little bit. World War III would be the ultimate Black Swan event. Facts. World War III could be the ultimate Black Swan event. I was actually taking a dump today and I was just thinking that as well. I was like, for the longest time we were waiting for this. We were waiting for the Black Swan event to crash the market, and a lot of people couldn't understand what it was. Like, because keep in mind, like Black Swan events are always unforeseen, right? Things that we couldn't see coming and all that stuff. So this World War III situation right now, if Russia and the Ukraine situation doesn't get resolved within a month's time, if it doesn't get resolved within a month's time, if it doesn't resolve itself by the end of this week or next week, things are gonna get really troublesome. And like, keeping all the political stuff aside, right? When the war first got started, I actually thought about how it could be resolved, and it might sound crazy, but honestly, if Russia goes like, "Hey, we'll stop invading Ukraine if you guys just drop the sanctions and stuff," I swear to God, everybody and their mother would just drop all the sanctions the next day. Like they would just completely forget it. If Russia's just like, "Yo, we'll step back," everybody would just forget that they ever invaded. It's just because we're at a point in the world that nobody is ready for the war and nobody is like really like trying to fight a war right now, especially when the economy is in the gutter and like everybody is just like in debt and stuff like that. But I don't know if Russia is going to do that at this point because they're starting to get more and more committed, and like we're also at a point that people are just extremely like involved in it now. It's like school fights. I don't know if you guys ever been in these school fights where like you and another kid had beef, right? and you're just like you're not really crazy about fighting each other, but you end up like getting into a staring contest and you're like about to fight each other. But then suddenly everybody's like, yo, there's a fight. And next thing you know, the whole school is watching. And now you're at the point where the whole school is watching and you can't back out of this fight. And neither of you can back out of this fight. Even though it was just such a small conflict and neither of you really wanted to have the fight, now that everybody in the school is watching, you can't back up anymore. You can't back out because anyone that's backing out of this fight is gonna known like throughout the school as the biggest bozo, right? So, is that facts or cap? But what's up, CP? What's going on? No way they're preparing for these sections for years. That's true. They were. I did look into this in the news and stuff. They were gathering gold for like years. They also dropped U.S. currency for a while. Like 8 months ago, they dropped U.S. currency. They dropped U.S. bonds. So it was very suspicious. It seems like they were already playing 5D chess with us from years ago, while everybody here was still like trying to like recover from COVID, bro. I also said they picked the time when America is as weak as well. We're worrying about gas and potato chip prices. I wouldn't necessarily say we are the weakest. I would say the whole world is at the weakest right now. But that's another possible issue. Why are we talking about political stuff? Because to a certain extent, that could prevent the stock from doing well on the stock split, because naturally stock splits in the bull market is very, very bullish. Has a lot of potential to run. Like imagine watching Amazon run from 2,700 to 3,700. That's 1,000 point move, right? But if market is extremely bearish and there are no buyers in sight, it might not make that move. It might not happen just because the market is just too scary. Market is too scary. Maybe this brings back the other point that I was running. Remember when Google did a stock split and I had this crazy conspiracy theory? I was like, yo, Google must be so smart. They have to know what they were doing. When they announced the split, they got to know that the market was going to die so that they could unload the most amount of shares onto retail holders. That could also be a thought. Like, is Amazon just as smart? If they were, why the hell didn't they split earlier when everyone and their mother was waiting for them to split? Why, Amazon? Why wait till now? God dang, Amazon. What's up, CP? I did talk about DAO inclusive for Amazon. I did say that was a possibility. I did say that was a possibility. Oh, do you know that Amazon actually historically? What's up, Amizo? Amy, welcome. So historically, Amazon has actually took advantage of stock splits really, really well. So I remember watching old interviews of Jeff Bezos when he was like really nerdy and like just like regular Joe, man. He was like the regular dude. Now he's a boss. Now he's a chick magnet. But in history, Amazon actually had a lot of splits before the market crashed as well. Look at this. 1998, Amazon did a stock split when it was like just an up and coming company. Ran a lot, came back down, announced another stock split, right? October 98, took mad money. Stock went ridiculous. They pumped it to the moon, bro. From $20 to like $100, man. Holy smokes. You talk about bull market. This was a bull market. All right, the 2000s, the 1990s, the 2000s. Stock came back down again, right? Stock was dying. They announced another stock split over here. So they announced quite a few stock splits between 98 to like almost end of 99 before the dot-com bubble happened with the double top move here in the 2000 and to 2001. So they definitely unloaded a lot of money. Jeff Bezos himself actually said that because they did the stock split, because they raised so much money, that was actually the sole reason that Amazon became what it was today because of those stock splits. And they're in the interviews, so you guys can find them if you look hard enough. You'll find Jeff Bezos saying that. And I think that's why, for the longest time, Jeff Bezos said that he didn't want to do a stock split ever again. He said as long as he was in power in Amazon, he would never do a stock split. And that's why he resigned a few months ago. So that they could do a stock split. That's why he resigned last year, so that somebody else is in power, so that they could do the stock split before the market crash and unload Amazon shares to everybody. But hey, I like Amazon. I'll hold it. Um, so as I was saying earlier, I think the best way to play Amazon stock splits is actually playing Home Depot tomorrow. So if you guys wake up tomorrow and you see an opportunity in the Home Depot stock where the Home Depot stock hasn't ran as much yet as Amazon, that's a buying opportunity. Make a day trade out of it. See if you can get 5 to 10% move on Home Depot. Be in and out of that trade and not even have to worry about it. And then if you really want to participate in this Amazon stock split, here's what you do. You look at the ETF. I think, oh shoot, I almost looked up OnlyFans by accident. Sorry about that. I swear I don't go there. So one of the stocks, one of the ETFs that holds a lot of Amazon is actually ONLN. So this is another play that you could do if you really wanted to do the Amazon stock split. Caught it 4K. Facts. So this is already up 2.75% already. Scrappy Boo. The Scrappy Boo just sub. Thanks for subbing. Appreciate you. Or following. Sorry, our Twitch notifications off, so I don't really know if somebody follows or if somebody is like, subbing, but I appreciate you nonetheless, or if that was the last time somebody subbed. Usually the bot lets us know on that. But anyways, so top 10 holdings of this ETF, online ETF, ProShares Online Retail ETF, ONLN. So this is one of the other ways that you can play it. They have options as well, I believe. So if you're really bullish and you really want to play the Amazon stock split and you really want to see Amazon hit these levels from 2700 to 3700, just think of the percentages, cut that percentage in half, and you can play this ETF, ONLN. And then at the same time, I think we can expect to see some of the other similar stocks in this category move as well, such as Alibaba. I would not be surprised to see some movement from Alibaba tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised to see some movement from eBay. I wouldn't be surprised to see some movement from SE and all these other companies that could potentially be related to this ETF and / related to Amazon. XOY is another one. Could also be an interesting play as well. Consumer discretionary. So consumer discretionary is actually one of the reasons why Amazon did not hit $4,000 in 2021 or in 2022. The sole reason Amazon did not hit $4,000 is because Amazon is in so many freaking consumer discretionary ETFs instead of data center ETFs or like cloud ETFs. Like everybody and their mother has considered or like if Amazon was a website and it was an SEO thingy, I mean, like if the ticker was like almost like a website SEO thingy, or if there was like an Instagram post. If Amazon was an Instagram post, everybody would be tagging Amazon as consumer discretionary when they should be tagging Amazon as like AWS or cloud or something like that. So because it was tagged into consumer discretionary, for people that aren't sure what consumer discretionary means, it's just it's another word for like excessive cash spending. It's a term for classifying goods and services that are considered non-essential by consumers, but desirable if their available income is sufficient to purchase them. So, in other words, you know, it could be like it could be leisure products, retail, automobiles. So those are great examples. I think the most common thing I associate consumer discretionary with is like hotels, restaurants, cruises and things like that. So obviously, consumer discretionary would mean that market is bullish, and like people have massive excessive amount of money, and they're just blowing it everywhere, right? That's consumer discretionary. So because Amazon belong in that category as opposed to the cloud category, and and obviously all the cruises and airlines did not do as well as all the cloud stocks, right? They were good, but they didn't do that great. So for example, look at this Amazon chart, right? I kid you not, if I compare Amazon next to Royal Caribbean, is going to look really, really similar. Anybody want to take a bet on that? Any takers? Let's compare. So let's put over here RCL. So watch this. Put on the weekly chart. Put this on the weekly chart. So just look at all these peaks, right? All the peaks and drops. These peaks and drops, right? They're all very similar to this. See that peak here? Same peak here. This peak was a little bit different, but very similar. That caused it to recover. So let's say tomorrow, what are the chances? So based on this thought, right? What do you think the chances are that Royal Caribbean is gonna have the biggest bounce tomorrow from $68 to $80? What do you guys right now? Royal Caribbean is at $67, right? What do you think the chances are that it's gonna hit $80 by this week or next week? I would say it's like over 50% chance of like, or if not, maybe not hitting $80, but having a really crazy recovery because of Amazon's. If Amazon starts running, if Amazon hits like 3,300, I guarantee you, all those other consumer discretionary stocks like Royal Caribbean is gonna hit, like it's gonna start moving like crazy, even though it has nothing to do with Amazon except being the fact that it lives in the same street as Amazon. So like, if I was balling and I'm having a street party, you're all gonna benefit. It's just like it's the nature of things. So so that's gonna be interesting, and I think that's another way to play Amazon instead of playing Amazon. So another one that I think is interesting as well is is Home Depot. So I'll show you why. So let's see. Home Depot. Home Depot actually dropped a lot too. Let me see. So Home Depot, look at this move here, right? The Home Depot made. See that move coming down, right? Home Depot just actually hit our MOB line. Home Depot hit the MOB around $300. That was a huge buying opportunity. MOB lines are usually where we see a lot of bounces, and then and if Amazon bounces tomorrow, I guarantee you, Home Depot is not going to be around 320s. Home Depot is going to be around 340s. If Amazon starts making a strong move pre-market and it keeps the move, we're going to see a huge move from Home Depot tomorrow. So could even see Home Depot come back to like 350, 360s out of nowhere. So those are a few ways I would play Amazon. The first one is ONLN through the ETFs or XLK. Secondary plays could be BABA, JD, and then third plays, like another way to play it could be Royal Caribbean or anything from consumer discretionary sector such as Home Depot, or even airlines. I think, and that's why I think, and in another sense, that Amazon could potentially carry the whole market, on its backs because it's got so much of those garbage things in the consumer discretionary sector. So what do you guys think? Facts or caps? How do you guys feel about the Amazon stock split? Are you guys bullish? Is there something that you guys are looking forward to it? What do I tell people saying Amazon still need approval from shareholders? Let me see. Well, I mean, I like to think that usually when the board approves it, the shareholders are usually going to follow through. I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, this doesn't do anything bad fundamentally to shareholders, right? Especially to the regular shareholders. So if the board of directors approved it, I'm pretty sure the shareholders are going to go along with it because there's nothing fundamentally bad about it for shareholders. If anything, they can only benefit from the stock going higher so they can sell it, How much do you anticipate FOMC messing with this news? That's a great question. Let me see. How was SPY doing today? I think naturally most FOMC days is going to cause a lot of up and down movements. I was actually looking for opportunity to short SPY if it comes back to the 435 range. I thought even this area was an interesting short, today at 429. So on the ES, there was an interesting opportunity to take a short. So we could potentially see a pullback, but the market is showing a really nice double bottom move too, so if we get the right catalyst between Amazon and FOMC, if FOMC doesn't say they're going to do more than 25 basis point move, things are going to be good. Things are going to be good until end of the month when they say, oh, yeah, sorry, guys. We're actually gonna raise it like more throughout the year. I think if they say that, it would potentially drop the stock. But right now, we have a very, very nice double bottom move on SPY. So look at this one. Look at this double bottom move on SPY, right? So I could see SPY coming to like 435s with this move, potentially even 445s, despite everybody being extremely, extremely bearish in the market. I think this could be another short squeeze. Hey, it's almost Thursday. I think 2 Thursdays ago, I actually called the reversal. Like around here. So maybe we call the reversal again. We'll see. Yeah, for sure. I think they will both for sure. But like I said before, I don't see why they wouldn't, I don't see why they would vote against it. They would have to be nutty. It would have to be crazy. But then again, like, can't underestimate people to do crazy things. How's everybody else doing though? Are you guys making a killing in the market? Easy money? I feel like so far the market's been very, very predictable, and like it's been like really, really easy lately. Oh yeah, if you guys haven't followed us on Twitter, don't forget to check us out. If we have any new viewers in here, here's our Twitter channel. And you can also find Xtrades from here as well. There's also a flow page where you can check out our Discord server if you want to join the Xtrades server directly, or if you want to track your trades and performance, you can check out Tracing. If you want to check out what I'm using to look at stocks and things like that, Bazinga Pro. Their setup's a nice from 1 to 2 weeks back. But honestly, the market has been relatively simple. There's a very few basic patterns that's been occurring, and it's been super easy to play. We're seeing it move against the swing system really well too. We actually put the swing system to the test, and it's been really outperforming the market. So let me see if I can get a screenshot out for you guys. So this is actually one of the places that we're like back testing our swing system on. So these are some of the plays that we started out. So on the 8th, we went long in this position called GNTX based on the swing system, up about $200 for 180 shares. The other play was on March 4th. We shorted Etsy because market was going bearish, right? Shorted 30 shares. Basis was 159. Right now it's 144. Probably end up closing this position tomorrow. Unrealized P&L is 443. And then the other day we went long on Berry, Bery, Berry Globals. No clue what the company does. I just know that it was bullish on the swing system and we went long on it. Right now profit is at 351. So the other thing was also SPY was having that bullish signal. Honestly, I don't know how people are losing money. Some of the stuff is pretty easy because if you look at looking at the indicator, even just looking at the Starch RSI, you can see the crossover here. Ours is a little bit modified in terms of money flow RSI, but just looking at that over here, you can see the crossover, which generally signal that the market is extremely oversold. And anytime the market is extremely oversold, it likes to dead cat bounce a little bit. So that gave us an opportunity for playing a dead cat bounce. So it was really nice small play there. So this is Barry. Picked it up on the support level right here. And looking at potential opportunity to sell soon. So pretty easy stuff. If you guys have any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, probably gonna end the stream soon here. Let's look at oil. Oof! Damn, what a scam. Oil wrecked people, but it's getting very oversold now. Might be another opportunity to buy the dip on oil. Just when everybody was going long on oil, it died. But watch out though. It's at the MOB line. Natural gas die as well. And it's kind of crazy. It's like it became a sell the news event. Yeah, even UNG looks good on the MOB line here. Could be a buying opportunity. Watch out for that. Watch out for these. So, seeing a lot of potential. Usually when something pulls back, it has a dead cat bounce. Even I'm pretty sure gold is going to be very similar. Silver. We're almost there. Almost getting to the weight. Copper. What is this? Japanese yen. Even the dollar index. Dollar index having pulled back. Would love to see it come back to 97.5. If it comes back to 97.5, means market is bullish. XK soybeans having a little pullback. Corn. This is wheat. I would love to see wheat come back a little bit more. I would love to see it come back a little bit more. I know why everybody was bullish on it, but I feel like, you know what? Historically, it hit like a triple high. So hit the double top over here historically from 2008. I remember seeing that. I wanted to short it too. I thought it was pretty interesting. but it's still actually squeezing. Still actually pretty bullish. I would love to see it come back to the mean around $800. Not sure if that's gonna happen though. I did see one stock that I thought was interesting for buy the dip. Not sure if it will happen yet. So a lot of steel company could be an interesting opportunity if it does a back test. You know what? If Amazon carries the whole market, we could even see Facebook have a crazy move here. Where's PayPal at? Last time I checked, PayPal was at 99. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yo, you guys seen this? Who? Yo, I can't believe my alert. I can't believe I didn't put an alert. What a bozo. 007, a bozo. Look at this. Look at this, man. Why didn't I buy PayPal at $91? Because I didn't set an alert. I drew the trend line, but forgot to set an alert. Look at that. Hella sexy, man. Bam, 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 bam. Ugh. Yo, if Amazon moves the market, everything's gonna move. Look for these beat up stocks. PayPal 120s, baby. Easy money. MOB. MOB is the yellow line from our swing system. You can get the swing system at Xtrades on sale now. Limited time only. Actually, it is gonna be on sale for limited time only because I'm not gonna sell it anymore. Netflix, very interesting here as well. Google, triple bottom setup. If you thought double bottom was nice, what about triple bottom? Microsoft. I don't know what to make of Microsoft here. Do we have a bottoming pattern here, maybe? Can we squeeze? Yo, can we get one last squeeze before the market dies? Oh my gosh. Yo, are you guys seeing this bounce on AMD? So clean. So clean. So clean. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Oh. Just look at that. Bam. 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 There is some whale out there that literally have like a limit set at $99 that every time AMD goes to 99.5, legend has it, this guy buys millions and millions of dollars worth of AMD. Legend has it, there's a Moby Dick whale out there that just buys AMD every time it hits 99.5. Because how else are you guys gonna explain to me why it bounced here, 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 and here? How else are you guys going to explain to me that it bounced 5 times on that exact line despite uncertainty at all-time highs? How? How? I don't know. Yo, and people say like technical analysis is like witchcraft. Is it witchcraft or is it because people just don't understand it? Crazy, right? Love it. Have you taken a look at Tesla? Oh, yo, I don't even have to look at Tesla to tell you. Tesla is gonna move tomorrow. I guarantee you, Tesla is gonna move. Whatever percentage Amazon is up tomorrow, Tesla is gonna be up at least half of that. I guarantee you. Tesla, what was Tesla trading at? Yo, Tesla is trading at $856 after hours. Oh my gosh. I guarantee you it's gonna be more than, it's gonna open above 860. I guarantee you Tesla is gonna be opening above 860. If I'm wrong, I will buy you a Tesla tomorrow. That's how confident I am. Oh shit. Oh shit. I hope I'm not wrong. If I'm wrong, I will never go online ever again. You'll never see me ever again. If Tesla does not open above 860 tomorrow, I'm gonna disappear. Hold me to it, bro. Hold me to it. Hold me to it. Message me on Twitter. Message me on Twitter if that doesn't happen. Hold me to it. Yo, should I tweet that out? Oh yeah, talking about referrals on Tasty Trays. Yo, let me share with you guys my referrals for Tasty Works. I need to get the Tesla. Tasty Works, right? Referral link. Help me get a Tesla. Support 007 for Tesla. If I get a Tesla, I'm gonna advertise the Tesla. Tesla stock is gonna go up. You guys are only gonna benefit. Can't go wrong. Can't lose. Win-win for everybody. But Tesla's pretty interesting here. Taking a quick look at the Tesla technical analysis, we were having a downtrend pattern. So, just watching the top line, the bottom line over here interact. Let's make this other line disappear. I don't even want to look at this line no more. Bam, disappear. So look at this microphone pattern here. Every time it hits the bottom, bounce to the top, bottom, bounce up a little bit, bottom. Yo, what are the chances that Tesla is gonna go to $1,000 again? How nutty would that be? That would be in May though, if that happens. But hey, if market goes hella bullish, that could happen. Why not? A lot of interesting move though, man. A lot of opportunity in the market. Makes me feel hella degen. And it's the worst time to be degen too. Because we're at war. We're on the verge of World War III. This is not the time you want to be a degen. This is the time you actually want to hoard cash and pray that we don't get nuked, bro. I was joking with my buddy. Like a month ago, I was joking with my buddy. I was like, "Yo, we're 30 years old," and I was like, "Yo, man, did you know the age to get drafted is 26 or something? So if you're over 25 or 26, you're not gonna get drafted. But apparently, if we go to war and there's an emergency draft, anybody can get drafted." So I blame myself. Just when I thought we were safe, we were not. Imagine my ass going to war, bro. At times like this. I don't want to go to war. I just want to trade stocks. Actually, I'll probably be really good. If they make me general, if all the generals die and I get to become a general, I'll probably be really good. I'll probably win the war for us, man. Because I'll be good at I'll use my technical analysis skills. I'll just use my critical analysis skills to analyze the map and stuff, and I'll be like, yeah, this is where we want to attack. We'll lose some troop here, and then bam, attack here. So bullish on BA tomorrow as well. Looking very nice. A lot of charts looking really nice. I don't know if this is an insult or compliment, man. Ah, shit. I'm definitely going the front line. I believe it. I'll be good at that too. I'll just play dead, bro. I'll just play dead, man. I can see myself doing that too. I'll be like that one guy that survived just because I was playing dead or something. I'll be Saving Private Ryan. Wow, look at this move by Caterpillar. What's going on here? Why are you running, Caterpillar? A lot of opportunities in the market. Like Amy says, And like my favorite investor, Warren Buffett, you want to be greedy when others are fearful. And where's the fear index at right now? Let's check that out. Yo, fear index is the extreme fear. If this isn't the definition of market being fearful, I don't know what is. Look at that, extreme fear. So let's fucking go. Mm. To the moon, baby, to the moon. I can see it. I can see it. Things are looking good for a lot of stocks. So we're looking at Morgan Stanley. We're looking at Boeing, Home Depot. Some stocks to consider aping into. I hate this company, but hey, even this company is an opportunity. Wayfares, Wayfares, Wayfares. Oh, these utility companies, time to sell. Don't want to be investing in utilities right now. Once market gets greedy, you don't want to invest in utilities. Utility is good when market is fearful and recession is coming, but market is about to look hella bullish if Amazon pulls this split off. We need Jeff Bezos to coming out and start dancing on the stage, bro, like Jack Ma. ZIM? Oh, bro, I don't even need to look at the ZIM chart. That chart is probably on the moon, bro. ZIM is a shipping company. Logistics stuff are like nutty right now. It's probably it's to the moon, man. Like I don't know where. Uh, I looked at this stock like a month ago. I didn't know where to buy. I'm looking at this stock now. I still don't know where to buy. The shipping companies are making dumb money. Nothing else to say, man. I don't know where to buy. I don't know where to sell. It only goes up. But here's a chart, though. This could be an interesting area to sell. Do I know where to sell? Maybe I do. I don't know. Lift. It's supposed to be a bull market, boys. Oh, Walmart. GG. It's about to die. TSM? TSM might revive itself too. Oh, things are looking quite interesting. But yo, just to clarify, I'm still extremely bearish on the market, but I am bullish on the fact that if Amazon can make the whole market move, the whole sector move, I'm bullish on the fact that Amazon could carry the market a little bit. But overall, at the end of the day, I'm still kind of bearish on the market. Just wanted to clarify that. But I think there are times for interesting opportunities for dead cat bounce, and I think this is one of those times. So play carefully. Short oil, long everything else. Good luck, guys. I'm gonna end the stream here. Got an early day. Tomorrow's been a little tiring, but I'll try to see if we can come back another time. It's fun hanging out with you guys and talking to you guys. I hope you guys make a lot of money on this Amazon stock splits, whether you're playing Home Depot, whether you're playing Amazon or ONLN ETF, or even Royal Caribbean and Boeing. Those are some interesting stuff. And I hope you guys hold me to that Tesla open over 860 tomorrow. Hell, you know what? I feel like 860 is too, is not even big enough. Let me say 875. Tesla 875 tomorrow. Or I cut my balls off. See ya.